Alright guys, so welcome back to your channel Cybersec Live, and we are going to discuss about the top 5 cyber attacks of this week. And this is the episode number 5, and we'll start by brushing up the last 5 attacks of the previous week. So the first one is Blacktooth. That is new Bluetooth bugs. Let's hacker perform ACE and DOS attacks on millions of devices. And second one is Logfile ransomware exploit proxy shell vulnerabilities in Microsoft Exchange Server. So in this video, we have one of the Conti ransomware, which is also exploit this proxy shell vulnerabilities in Microsoft Exchange Server, and we will talk about that. So, but before that, if you haven't watched that last video, you can just click on that I button. And the previous 5 attacks was very interesting, so you can go through that because we have the number third Microsoft warns of a widespread phishing campaign to steal login credentials. I have uh, tell you I have informed each and everything about this thing. You can just go and you can watch those things. And number 4, we have this new malware family using CLFS logs file to avoid detection. And we had number 5, Fin7 hackers using Windows 11 themed documents to drop JavaScript backdoor. So those who have Windows 11, they should just click on that I button, and you will get to know more about these 5 points. So now let's discuss this week vulnerabilities and the cyber attacks. So the first one is Microsoft Windows zero day attack. So vulnerability name is zero day attack, and that was a remote code execution. And zero day, you can say, if I define these things, if I want to explain these things, then zero day is a vulnerability which is not already known. So the vulnerability which is not already known by in any of the, you can say, by any of the researcher, then that is you can say a zero day attack. So it's very difficult to catch this zero day attack. So who did detected? So there is a company of cybersecurity firm Xmon. And what is the summaries? The summary is Microsoft issued a warning, or you can say advisory, regarding this, that there is a remote code execution zero-day vulnerability in MS HTML using Lord MS Office document. So now what is MS HTML? So MS HTML is a browser rendering engine that allows the Microsoft Internet Explorer web browser. I mean, let's understand this in a very simple way. You always, I mean, if whenever you have a HTML file, you have seen many times that whenever you open those things, that is directly opening in the Internet Explorer, right? So there is a rendering engine which is called MS-HTML. So due to this, that HTML file is opening, that HTML content you can see, right? So there is a vulnerability now in this, and how does it enters? So attackers are abusing the Microsoft Office document by craft a malicious ActiveX controls that host in the browser rendering engine, and the vulnerability will be triggered when the victims open that malicious MS Office document. So it totally depends upon the you can say the mistake of that victim. Now here is one thing you can, if you can see this one, ActiveX control. Now what is ActiveX control? So ActiveX control is nothing but it's a small program, and it is used to create distributed application that work over the internet through web browsers. So basically, if there is a vulnerability in MS HTML, if you want to view the HTML file, then you can just install the ActiveX control. That will help you definitely. For example, include a customized applications for gathering data, viewing certain kinds of files, not only for the MS HTML. ActiveX control is also for other files as well. So what is the mitigation? You can install the ActiveX controls as far as that zero-day vulnerability not patched. But I think today they already have released some patches. So if you're working in any organization, you can go through those patches and you can update those things. And the CV is that CV is this one. You can go in the description and you can check this CV is very important one. Now we have number 2. Numeris botnet hits Yandex search engine with 21.8 million RPS. DDoS, that was a DDoS attack, and in the history of that Yandex history, you can say Yandex is one of the search engine, and it has received 21.8 million RPS, right? So earlier we have seen in the couple of weeks ago there was a also DDoS attack on Cloudflare, at the rate of 17.2 RPS, right? But Cloudflare, definitely it's one of the well-known cybersecurity firms, so and cloud as well. So they have already they have DOS attack protection, so that's why there was not that much impact. But here there was lot of impact. And what was the feature? I mean, that we are talking about that Maris botnet, but what is that? So there is a features of Maris botnet, that is SOX 4 proxy at the factory devices. Second one is use of HTTP pipelining method for DDoS attacks, that is confirmed, and making the DDoS attacks themselves RPS based. And the last one, open port 5678. Third, we have golden SAML attack, APT hackers hijacking and gaining access to the Active Directory server. Now, what is SAML? That is very good thing, and I will tell you. So, APT group has attacked the client's Office 365 environment. Also, they have discovered ways to bypass authentication controls so that they can access the environment of the directory server. Now, what was the attack flow? So, this attack operates by a threat actor hijacking or obtaining access to the ADFS server. Once they obtain the access, they start extorting the secret, means the SAML token, and later they use to access the Office 365 Azure AD. Now, what is SAML? SAML is nothing but a technology for user authentication, and it stands for Security Assertion Markup Language. Now these are the some steps, so you can read these things. These steps you can read, right? And these are the access gained by using SAML token, that is Azure, sorry, Office 365 Azure Application Defender Security Center. And we have two remediations. I have searched and I got two remediation. That is, first one is reissue certification on the ADFS twice, and second one is forced re-authentication of all users. And number third, we have Conti Exchange ransomware, and that one I already explained in the I think the first slide. But let me tell you again, because Conti ransomware is one of the ruthless ransomware, and FBI also have released IOC for Conti ransomware. And if you haven't observed, you can just search on the Google and you will get to know about that. On 25th May, I guess they have released the IOC of Conti ransomware, and you can block those IOCs in your environment as well. So researcher uncovered a new ongoing attack by Conti ransomware gang that utilized the proxy shell to target the organization networks. I don't understand. I mean, why the some of the organization are not upgrading the Microsoft Exchange vulnerabilities. They should upgrade, because until and unless they will not upgrade, then the same types of attacks is going to be happen. Because Conti ransomware also exploit the same vulnerability, whatever the vulnerability exploited by Lockfile ransomware. So it was, you can say, updated in May 2021, and it has been patched as of now, but still there are many organizations who didn't patch those things. So this is the same exploit was already utilized by the Lockfile ransomware. Now it is used by the Conti ransomware. A chain of, so I was talking the vulnerability. So this is the CV. These are the CV of these vulnerabilities. So that was fixed in a month of April and May 2021. Right. So that's it. I mean, I'm not giving that much details because I already have discussed the same vulnerability in the previous video as well. So if you haven't watched that, you can just click on that I button. You can, and then you can watch it. Now the we have number five, that is Soba, which is one of the new Android banking Trojan emerges with growing capabilities. So it can steal your credentials. It can deploy the ransomware. It can even do the DOS attack. Even it can steal your. It can steal your. I can say the valid session cookies as well. And once it will steal those things, then definitely it's going to be very difficult for you, because it will directly take over your account. And this malware was discovered in the beginning of August 2021 by the researcher of Amsterdam based cybersecurity firm, that is Threat Fabric. And mixed banking applications, you can see here whatever the things are vulnerable: cryptocurrency wallets, shopping apps from the US. They are targeting mainly US, Spain, Russia, UK. These are the countries they are targeting more. So these are the points which I was discussing. They can steal your personal information as well. They can deploy the ransomware. And in the upcoming version, in the upcoming upgrading of the version of this SOVA, that is the Android banking Trojan, they can even drop the malware as well. So that is very quite damaging the any of the Android device. So here you can understand the pattern that how actually it's going to be done. So here is a C2 server, you can say it will send the stealer command to that infected Android device, and it will display some of the legitimate website, and it will ask for the credentials. Once you will enter the credential, they will store the cookie, validation cookie, and it will return. So that's how it's working. And as per the threat fabric, these are the some countries on which this SOVA is attacking, and these countries are highly impacted. So that's it, guys. And if you like this video, if with the help of this video you are able to take some knowledge, if you are getting some knowledge, then you can subscribe us, you can like us, and if you want to support, then please share this video. And if you